Morning, everybody. What is going on? My name is Will, and welcome back to another episode here on Saxlingham. I hope you guys are all doing okay, and welcome back to another episode here on the farm. So, what are we going to be up to today? Well, we've got to go ahead and we've got to empty the combine first of all, and then we're going to crack on, get that field baled, and then we're going to go and finish by stacking all of the bales as well. And then we're going to try and tidy up this mess, but that's for another time for now. At the moment, our priority is just to get them under cover. So that is the plan for today's episode. So I hope that you guys are all doing okay. And yeah, welcome back to another episode here on the farm. So yeah, obviously I need to go ahead and we need to go and empty the combine. Are we going to get any rain overnight is something that I want to have a little look at. Okay, so we're not getting any rain as such overnight. So that's quite good. It's not bad at all, is it? So yeah. So yeah, but I hope you guys are all doing okay anyway. And yeah, welcome back to another episode here on the farm. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, let's go and we'll start off by just dumping our first load here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just unload the last little bit that was in the combine last night. That'll be a good start if we can get that done. Right, we'll not go too far. So if we can get this all dumped into the silo, that'll be good. And then we've still got 2 more days, so yeah, left of this month. Not really ideal, but there we go. So yeah, we'll just get this pulled out of here. Whoa, that was really? Crikey, that was close, wasn't it? Who's racing up here? They are boy racers, those. Anyway, so yeah, so what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and we will. Oh, that was a bit scary. Right, we'll go ahead and we'll unload the combine to start off with this morning and get that done, and then we'll go ahead and we'll bale that field up. And obviously, because we're not gonna get any rain overnight, that's pretty good. So that means that we're in a better position. That's pretty good. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing okay anyway, and yeah, welcome back to another episode here on the farm. Hope you're doing all right. Really? Jeez, man. So dangerous. And another one. I'd like to be able to turn into my gateway, please. Thank you. Right. I'm going to take the combine out of the field because so we've got enough space. I'm not going to move the combine today. There's no point. We're just wasting time, really. So go ahead and we'll do that. So yes, yeah, so we just need to obviously just empty this because this is well in the way as well. So yeah. All right, let's jump into this. Alrighty. Okay, so we'll lift that up, put the pipe out for this, because I think this will be the last one. This will be the. I don't know if we'll get any other harvesting we need to do. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that one. A bit too far over. Oh, hello. There's really not a lot in here, to be honest. So we'll fold the pipe up. Wait for that to close. And we'll fold her up as well. Just so obviously you don't get water in the tank. Which should be good. So that's fine. Cool, yeah, it's a bit muddy, isn't it, this trailer? Alrighty. Lovely. There's not very much left in there, to be fair, but enough to make it having to come back and do another trip. But that's alright. So we're going to work out what we're going to be doing with these fields, because the time is fast approaching already. So yeah, it's something to obviously have a little ganders at. So yeah, now what we're going to do today is we're going to bail. We're going to bail that field, and then depending on obviously what the weather forecast is going to be saying for tomorrow, obviously once we get the fully accurate one, then we can choose whether we bust the gut and do it all today, or just casually do some and do some more tomorrow. We'll see. It looks okay at the moment, but that could all change. So I don't know. Because they're a pretty big field, to be fair, so it's going to be pushing it. But I don't really have a lot of choice because obviously we now run out of days, so yeah. I like to have an empty contracting page, but we're nowhere near that at the moment. Absolutely, we're about as far away as we could possibly get from that at the moment. We've done a few, don't get me wrong, we ain't done a lot. Ain't done as much as what I'd like to have done. Like I say, I was off with a sprained ankle for 2 weeks. So, wasn't that a lot that I could do? So, yeah. Alright. Just dump that a little bit. I don't know what's happened to that plough. I don't know. I don't know where the hell we're going to put all these straw bales. I should have probably have restacked some of them. I haven't really had enough time, unfortunately. I will need to, obviously, at some point. Restack it. Oh, hello, that's my front door. That'll do. Hopefully, that'll do. Got a fair bit of space, but I just want to just get rid of the back. Just spray the back down a little bit. That'll do. Nothing major. That'll be alright. Just wanted to give it a quick little dusting. That was a terrible reverse, to be honest. That's shocking. So yeah, I think we'll try and use the New Holland just because of the speed of the baler. I think it'd be better on the New Holland. I think it's a lot better kind of horsepower wise, really. So we'll continue to use the New Holland for now. I'm not really that fussed. Where's my bloody marbles? Right. Cool, there's not a lot of space there, is there? That was expert, that was. We even fit through that gap. Oh, yeah, we can. Right, we'll get it taken off. And then we'll swap over for the baler. So yeah, we don't want any more contracts that could possibly run over. I don't know what else. I mean, we'll just kind of carry on just working from the top, but yeah, it's just a bit of a mess, isn't it, really? That's some perfect reversing. That's what we like to see. Really has not used much twine at all. It's not the same as wrap, I suppose. Right, let's go ahead and we'll get this other field all bailed up before the end of play. Would be good. Lovely. So yeah, this field's probably going to take best part of 3 hours. Might be done at midday if we're lucky, and then obviously we've just got to stack 3 bad. But I don't want another stacker. That's the thing. I don't want any other stackers because they're just too big. I'd never be able to fit them in the shed. So yeah. I'd just never be able to fit them into a shed. So yeah. Right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bail all of field 2. And then once that's done, we can then go from there. Hopefully I'm going to look at the forecast once I'm done with this baling and be pleasantly surprised, but we've been quite lucky now, to be honest. The last week was diabolical, and this week's actually pretty good so far. Beautiful day today. We'll get all of this done, which will be good. Well, we'll get the baling done. When we get the stackers, another matter, but at least they are compact. And some people do store straw outside. Oh my good lord. So yeah, it just depends, but I'm not one of those people. Particularly if we're going to be using it to do team up. Although at the moment I ain't even got any animals. So. To be fair, well, no, I ain't got any animals at all. So yeah. Right. Go ahead and we'll get her running. And away we go. So that, yeah, like I say, if we're done at midday on this field, I'll be pleased. That'd be good. If we're done by midday, I'll be pretty happy with that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just bail all this up, and I'll catch you guys once it's all been bailed. All right. Alright, so we're just stopping for a second because I just want to just set up my my cruise control bind quickly. Yeah, I need to do that. Looks okay at 7, so that's good. So yeah, I need to do that. Just hop into this for a second. Let me just put that on because I need the bind on. Let's have a little look in the settings of the tractor here. What's happened to? Oh, okay then. I can't actually change that right now. Oh. Okay. I can't seem to change that currently. That's helpful. Okay, I can now. Sweet. Right, let's have a little gander. So, I'm gonna need just something that I can use to um, oh my word. There's so many different options, holy. What was it that I wanted? Right, here we go. Right. So I need that to be okay, so that's that. Then what we'll do is we need to also turn it down. I don't know how the hell we turn it down. That I do not know either. Oh, decrease. Right, here we go. That'll be up. That'll be down. Actually, no, sorry. That'll be up. That'll be down. Lovely. So we should be good to go again. I do. Right, let's see if that hopefully works in the computer a little bit better now. Yes, that is no, it does not. None of the buttons have worked. That's helpful, isn't it, guys? Okay, that's no good. It's just decided it doesn't want to work anymore. Oh. That's just rude, isn't it? Hold on. That's odd. Don't know what's going on then. Ah, right, now it's working. There we go. Now it works. Perfect. Lovely. So we can just let that run now without too much of a problem. Oh. can use anything, to be fair. Right, that should be better. Right, there we go. We're alive again. Oh, that was fun. Catch you guys in a little while. Alrighty, that's us all done that. So, yes, that has not taken us too long actually, to be fair, so that's quite good. Get ourselves just pulled out of here. Go ahead and we'll dump this back at the yard, swap the traps over, and we'll go ahead and we'll start picking up these bales. And that's us done there, which is good. That's good, and then we can just crack on with doing the bale stacking. Just got to get them in the shed. I don't care how, we'll just get them in the shed for now, and we'll shift them all at some point. So there's quite a few bales obviously I'm going to have to shift, but didn't have a lot of space. So yeah, that's alright though. Not really that fussed at the moment. We'll get them all into a shed. And obviously we'll work at just restacking them all. Into another shed. I'm hoping to get them into the smaller sheds, to be fair, so we've still got enough space to keep the machinery, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know. Right. We need to give this a clean actually. Before I do anything, give it a quick clean off. Might have to move the car actually. I shouldn't have put the pressure washer there, 'cause it's a little bit of a pain to reverse things into, so we might have to buy another one. Now I'm going to have to move the car, unfortunately. Oh dear. Let's get the car moved out of the way. Let's do that quickly. Right. Move this well out of the way. I have a lot of space where it is. Yeah, that's the only problem with putting the pressure washer there. So it doesn't really sit too well up there. Oh well. That's a bit better anyway, isn't it? Alright. Go ahead and we'll just swap this back into here for a second. Yeah, we need to give it a good old pressure washer off. It's a bit filthy. I don't think we should have put the pressure washer there, to be honest. We might have to put it somewhere else because yeah, it'd be a lot easier if it was just parked. Now I've got to get over the road. There's nothing coming, so it's good. It's better. Right, we'll give her a quick little wash. Tractor's okay, but the baler's a bit dirty after that. There we go. Might have to get one with a bigger hose as well, because this hose is annoying. Yeah, this hose is nowhere near long enough. A lot better, doesn't it? Not too bad. Right. Better like there or something, to be fair, but never mind. Well, we could always change it, I suppose, or just buy another one. It doesn't really matter too much. It's nice to have a few, so I actually remember about it. The stacker can go next to here. Well, that's actually the stacker isn't ours, is it? Yeah. We've only leased that. That'll be going back tonight, I suppose. I won't need it again. Or tomorrow, whatever. I suppose we don't get the charge for the last day, do we? Get enough space. Go on. Do need to clear up the store, to be fair. The store is an absolute mess at the moment. My bad. That needs a wash as well. At least this one's clean. Right, we'll go ahead and we'll fire up the Sammy and we'll get the Sammy all sorted. There we go. Lovely. Cool. Right. So we've got a few bits to manoeuvre in this shed. If we can get the majority of what we've got here, if we can get this shed completely filled, like I say, I'm going to put them all into that shed. It's just going to take me a little while, that's all. On a wet day we'll do that, but obviously I'm not in any mad rush at the moment. Get that push back with the wheel, that bit right there. Oh no, it won't actually, will it? Is it going to break? That bit right there. See, that's the problem, is that. It takes a few moments to actually, he says. Well, hey, can you get around that? No, I don't want to break it. See that thing on the back anyway is meant for pushing bales, but oh hello. We've made a bit of a mess. There's like a little thing on the back which is used for pushing them off anyway. There we go. We're out. Right. Go ahead and we will go and begin to pick up the plethora of bales in this field. We're doing it for a good few hours. And obviously, because we're doing road work, we can't do much else. So, yeah. Got a good few bales to stack. We've got a bit further to run as well on these. That's alright, that's not a problem. That's alright. Cool. Yeah, I don't like turning off here because of the boy racers on my outside, so I've got to be a bit careful. Yeah, one crashed into me yesterday. It wasn't a boy race to be fair, but he was just a stupid overtake. I didn't sit in there. It's not my fault. I shouldn't be overtaking there. See, that's not particularly helpful. I've got a blooming screen directly in place of the mirror. To adjust that thing. Just a standard, but it's stupid. Right, why the hell has it moved? Oh, I don't know. Well, it's a star apparently on this. Which I suppose it is kind of correct, but it's not. This is going to take hours, unfortunately. hit one. Alright, load number 1. Whoa. What are you doing, mate? Terrible overtake. All the races just race down this road. It just terrifies me sometimes. So you've got 3 little sheds that we can put all of these small bales into. It means that we've got more storage space for vehicles then. Which is obviously quite helpful. Busy, isn't it? Very busy, isn't it? Wow. That's one done. So we're starting to make a bit of a dent. But obviously it's not going to be quick, this job, at all. Lovely. Ooh. Yeah, I need to adjust that mirror. I cannot see it. It's alright when you brake a little bit because weird. It's almost like the seat comes forward. I need a scraper on the front, or almost like a scraper. No, that's just going to shove that straight in. I had to get it lined up, I need like a thing in the front. Not even sure if... fuck's sake. So the first 3 were absolutely fine, and now it's just messed it up so hard. I don't know why with this, sometimes it's just extremely difficult. You see, that's not even lined up. Sometimes it's just an absolute pain in the arse to actually line up properly. This requires so much more concentration than what the bathing did. When you hit the left side ramp, guard, it's not too much of a problem. But as soon as you don't hit that, it just ruins everything. Yep. Actually, I hit that one that time and it just chewed that one out. I have a feeling this could be a long night. And it's done the same with that one. That is the only problem that I have with this machine. Stacking, fine, but this... it's just diabolical. See, what is that? Like, that's spot on. Stupid bloody thing, honestly. Good, that long last. This is actually an easier junction to see out of. Cool. Right, I'll just go on our next trip back down to the yard. Actually easier if we go down that end, to be fair. Yeah, I think the seat comes forward when you start accelerating, which obviously then restricts that mirror. The seat's not entirely stable. Interesting. Yeah, that becomes a bit of a problem. I don't think these mirrors are adjustable either. I think it's only the tilt that you can adjust. Ooh. I think the Baton is pretty easy compared to this. Yes, because it is pretty slow, isn't it? Might have been easier on the longer carts not to go for a free and just unstack them manually today, but like, all hell could break loose if I did that. So I've got 3 IBCs here, which I might have to unpack tomorrow by myself to put into a sprayer. So it's going to be an issue, potentially. So that just pushes them to the back, but that's not an issue. That's fine. Got no problems as long as they all go into the shed. Yeah, I want them in the smaller sheds really. We've done 2 out of, well, filled 1, nearly filled 1. It'll be a manual job, to be fair, on a really, really wet day. Or when we need the space, whichever one comes first, probably the latter. It's not a mega job, but it is a pretty sizable job, shall we say. See, that was a nice overturn. I've got no problems with that. Because obviously it's like a mile long, this road. It's a lovely straight. You're just overtaking constantly. I have found that. Which is fine until people do it stupidly in front of the car or something. I've got no problems with them overtaking. That overtake was lovely. I'm not going at a ridiculous speed. We're still almost kept keeping up with him. He's probably sticking to me anything. That's nice and easy. I don't know, it's a different button. That's weird on this. Perfect. I don't know how many barrels we got. I didn't actually do a barrel count on this, to be honest. I wasn't really particularly fussed. But hey, a bit slippy and sliding. I just wanted to get this outside one spot on. There's quite a few barrels to go. It's alright, we'll get through it, it's not an issue. You're gonna be a bitch. Last one. Yeah, this end of the field is a lot easier to get in. Go on. No, okay, just gotta split yourself out the other end. Got a lot of straw, which is good. That's cool. Done that. Lovely. Not even that bumpy here, to be honest. Yeah, I'll take that. Escape. Are they? We're going to reverse that round. We're going to get that tyre around that side. Yes. That's fine. I say it's not going to be. Oh, hello. That was close. Stopped quite quickly there, that's for sure. Just going to push that back with the thing. Gonna get around that? Yep. So yeah, we've got a few IBCs that might need to be moved. I need to get the Kubota back at some point. Ideally, I need the store cleared before the end of the week. Whoop. This here is... I can't see anything with that bloody pillar there. I don't know why they insist on making so many bloody... What happened to the QE2 cab on the John Deere's? Why did that not stick? With surround view on the 600s. I don't know why that didn't stick. The only problem around here is that there's no animals, animal pens anywhere, so I've got to build my own, which will be a bit fun. Let's put one of them as animal pens anyway. One of our own field, I don't know. The trouble is, we start with like 4 fields. It comes with a lot of land. Maybe do all of that field next door, thinking about it, as grass. And we'll just put pens on there. I don't really want to do that though, because then we'll have all of the construction traffic come through the yard. I'd rather it be separate. But then obviously it means I've got to go over there to go and do something. So, yeah. We'll start that. It's easier if we go at the other end, to be honest. Still got a lot of bales still to go. See, that's going to spit that one out if I'm not careful. There we go. Give it a quick right turn. You're alright. What else should we do today? Oh, this is so slow. But it's worth it than having to restack them. We'll have to restack them, but obviously like that. A bit good, a bit long down the telehandler probably, but we'll do it. It's just parked over there somewhere. Yeah, I mean this thing can go back tonight, so that's good. How many we got? We got about probably 5 more to go, maybe 15 bales. Try 5 more bales, rather. No. It's a bit quieter now than what it was. I don't know if we'll get this all done today. To be fair, I'm not really that fussed because the forecast looks okay. I'll double check the forecast in a second. But the forecast doesn't actually look too bad. So yeah, I'm going to put all of these in the smaller sheds just because it makes sense to use them up. And we're not going to use them for anything else. So that works for me. We're going to get that out of there. Oh, that's going to be tight. Oops. No, they're just hitting on the wheel slightly. I don't know why I tried that, to be fair. It's a bit silly. Right, let's have a little look, Anders. Let me see how long I have to get this done tomorrow. Because it's not a problem, obviously, if we... See, yeah, a little bit of barrel wrapper. I don't really want to keep on renting stuff. Renting stuff is a pain in the arse. I keep on seeing it and then it keeps on disappearing. Where's this bloody weather gone? There. Okay, so yes, we've got no rain coming. That's cool. First, second looks a bit oof. So yeah, we'll just slowly just get through these. To be fair, I mean we need to buy a barrel wrapper. I mean we can do both of them, and then I need to do some testing with the stacking, with the silage, but I will need to do some testing on that. I'll show you guys what I mean shortly. Actually, the BJ is a nice and easy one, to be fair. Yeah, I need to do a little bit of research into that one. I think we can do it, we just got to telehandler down there. It's just a bit of a telehandler job. Because obviously they've got to go into the pits of the BJ. Which is fine, it's just a bit of a pain. We're getting there with this field. It's not going to rain for a long time tomorrow, so that's fine. But I don't want to finish up really early. If we get it done, then great. If we can't, we'll just spend another... I think they've just taken an hour's thingy out anyway, so... For every 5 hours we get charged, actually. Don't care. Not really that bothered. When it goes from being really, really busy to just nothing. I wonder if there's a set of traffic lights down the end. I don't know! Yeah, I really need a buffer for this. I don't know if they do one. I know they are available, but I don't know if this store has one. There's quite a lot of straw actually left on the outside there. Oh, like, no, we actually push it with the tyre. It's no good for the tyre, we'll just ruin the tyre if we carry on. In you go. Let's come back for that. Nice. How many we got? We've got at least another 3. I don't have to do it all today now. When this rain's coming, but obviously not very quickly, lad. Ooh. Ooh. Can we pull this out of here? I'm getting too stuck behind traffic. really does. They both need a wash once they're done here. To be fair, the stacker isn't too bad behind. The stacker is not shocking, but this is so dirty. I've done a lot of fertiliser with it, which has got it a bit dirty as well, a bit dirty and dusty. I'm not really too fussed, to be honest, about going too mad on this. If we get it done, we get it done. If we don't, we don't. I'm not going to go absolutely crazy and say we must get it done today, because we're in a good enough position not to. I mean, we're not really far off. We have to pay another day's rent. We have to pay another day's rent, which we will. So. I like this tractor. It's good for this little job. It hits 33. That's all I need, really. You ain't going to get much other than a fast track that'll go higher than that. It hits 33 mile an hour. Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? I've got no problems with that. We're nearly done, to be fair. We ain't got much left. We've got a lot of work to do in these sheds though. Oh shit. Ah, we might have a bit of an issue here. Can we get around that? Yep, that's fine. We're out. I don't really want to go into that shed there because obviously that barrel's there. It's just going to be moved in the next few days. There's 3 barrels there that need to be moved. I might just have to sit there and just load them into the liquid fert spreader. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Jeez. I think we've only got 2 more to go. Hopefully only 2 more to go. I don't know. See me, Angel? This is a slow old job, this is, but it's worth it. Oh, we should have loads of storage, just so some grass, but it might not be this year, to be honest. Probably not for now. Not many bears left on this one, to be fair. It's 2 here, we might be lucky, we might be okay. I only see 3 more, sorry, after these 3. Might be alright. Looks like, yeah. Okay, we should be okay to finish this then. Ah, sugar. There's another one in hiding under the tree. There's probably another one around somewhere as well. Probably. To be fair, I don't think there is actually. I think that might be it. In which case, we were one off. nice little tractor. Lovely little machine. Still got 2 more loads to go. A lot easier to get out of here though, that's for sure. We should be alright. We're still going to kind of 5 o'clock. And obviously we don't have to pay for another overnight tonight. So that's fine by me. We can get this done. I don't really mind too much, to be honest. It's quite nice just trundling up and down the road. We're not going at mega speed. It's not quick, but yeah, it'll be alright. So yeah, I need to get rid of those cans. Like I said, I need to suck all of the liquid out of them. They'll all go into the liquid fert spreaders, and then we're using the singular cans, obviously, that I can lift up. So that's not too bad. But yeah, obviously I have to have the sprayer ready for that. So wouldn't mind going spraying, to be fair. But the problem is that obviously the only way I've got tractor is this one, and that won't really cut it with the spray, unfortunately. So we might have to swap it for a self-propelled. I don't know yet. So we're going to buy another row-crop tractor. I'm not too sure on that one. I don't know what we're going to do with all this straw either. We haven't got any animals this year. But never say never. Like I said, I might do that entire field there, but then, like I said, we're going to have construction traffic coming through, which is going to obviously be a big no-no. I just feel like we haven't earned much money, but then that's because it's all going to come at a later date. So the grain's in storage for pigs or chickens. We don't need to sell that at the moment. Can I get away with any more going in these 2 sheds? There's a bit of space there. There's a bit of space on that other shed as well. I'm trying to avoid, like I said, that shed because of the 3 things. If you have to use them, I will. It's just an absolute pain in the backside to get right. See, there. Now we're going to have a problem because we can't get that out of there. Yep, that's going to be an issue. That is going to be a big issue. Well, now we kind of buggered it up. Oops. And that worked, but yeah. Oh no, it didn't. It also lost half that slack as well. Whoops. That was not the smartest thing to have done. Now I can't even get that out of there. I have to push the... Oh, hello. We lost some. Oh, I haven't actually. I didn't need to reverse that. We've lost 2, I think, off that side. That's right. It was a bit of a cock up, that was. He did not like that at all. Anyway, 2 more to go, I reckon. And then the last one. And then get it pressure washed off, get it taken back to the store, and we are done for the day. That works for me. I'd be happy if we can get it finished there, that'd be good. And then tomorrow is, well, next 2 days is flat out contract work, trying to get as much as we can cleared. And then obviously September we'll just take it as it comes, really. It's going to be pretty busy, I reckon. I don't really want to touch my fields, like I said, I don't want the construction traffic coming through. But if I want to do animals, then obviously I've got to travel then to go and do the animals, which is not particularly helpful. Stuff like this, I have the bales here in the yard, I will do. I'll say stop them and crashing over each other. So that's obviously going to be a problem, but there's not much I can do about that, to be honest with you guys. It's just going to be how and when, really. Yeah. We probably would have enough space if we did that entire field. So I might just plough that entire field up and just re-drill it as grass. Not really an issue. Means that we lose an arable field, but it's such a shit arable field anyway. I'm not really that bothered. It's tiny. Be good, because we could get some animals on there. Particularly if I have an extended break, we can let the construction traffic in over the winter. Potential, maybe for animals in the new year. I don't really know. It's a position I am considering, shall we say. Is there any more in here apart from these ones? It's annoying that it's an odd again. Whereas it would have been totally even if we'd been able to jump straight back onto this field after the old one. It would have been completely even now. But not really how the cookie crumbles. I was considering bringing the two bales back down just to get a third, but like we just discovered, we're not going to be keeping them stacked for very long like that, so it doesn't really matter if they're in 3s or 2s or 1s. It's, yeah, makes no odds to me. Shame that we'll come back for one more, but only got an hour left, so that's all right. Yeah, we'll be done in an hour, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. It's about an hour's round trip just for one bale. May as well let it rot long. Yeah, straw is not worth very much, however. It is worth in bulk. Like I said, we can use it, well, mostly for the cow bedding when we get cows. I've got to get cows, I've got no choice, because obviously we need to winter them. I am seriously considering whether to redevelop that our smallest field up at the yard there, re-drill that with grass next month, and just get animals in there. Because otherwise, there's no point. I think that's probably the plan, to be honest. I'll leave the last bale on the back of this, just so that obviously I don't have to fuff about with whether I load it into that mess. Actually, no, I can't do that, can I? Well, I could stack it into another shed, I suppose. Because obviously this is going back this afternoon, so we don't get clobbered tonight's fee as well. That's fine. That's not an issue, actually. Once this is all done, like I say, I'm going to get... Well, tomorrow's just going to be just contracting. We're just going to start from the top again. That's how I roll. I just go from the top. It does mean that we get the same jobs, which is a little bit awkward. Unless I change what is the top of the job list. I suppose it's doable. I can do that. I just want... I want to be doing the harvesting, really. Because that's probably what will generate us the most amount of cash. I don't know why I haven't been focusing on that. We could do a bit more harvesting tomorrow. To be fair, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. But obviously we don't have the weather. It depends when it's going to rain. To be fair, tomorrow actually looks okay at the moment. If that's the case, which it is, the weather's not really a problem, I suppose. That was a bit tight. Alright. Let's just switch this off for 2 minutes. And just grab that, right. So yeah, this here we'll have to go into that anyway. So is there anywhere around here that we can actually do animals? Because obviously we've got an animal dealership up here. Somewhere. Animal dealer. But that's it. So we've got no animals at all. Unless there's someone that's not selling yet and I can scope them out early. So there's another yard up here. Jesus Christ. So if you want to buy the second yard, it is a lot of money. Right, what about the rain tomorrow? Fine. That's absolutely not an issue. So if I change this to... If I change it to net profit, it's pointless doing that. We may as well do that one. 42. Why would we not do that? The only problem is, if obviously I can't get it done in one day, then we got a problem. Why do I not change it to net profit? Or revenue? But then they're both going to be exactly... not quite, but... Because obviously I've got to pay for the materials, but... Near enough. Yeah. It'd be a good idea to do that field. I don't see why. Obviously that's going to be a bit of a big job. That's a big old field. But it's doable. It is doable. But I don't think I have enough time. The last thing I want is obviously to run out of time on that one. Because obviously that... They're all desperate now because their crops will be withering. As soon as it hits September, the yield quality will just go. Like that, which is why I want it. The yield quality will just drop. So I don't want to be faffing about in September. But that field there, obviously I've only got 2 days to do it in if I decide to do it. Which is very, very, very risky. Not really a game that I want to play. Because obviously their yield quality will drop. So, and if I take another 2 days off or whatever, they're going to be biffed. So it's not something that I really want to do. Unfortunately. Might be that in September they come back because they still haven't found anyone. I don't know. But something that we can actually do easily in the wet is silage bale collecting actually. That's something that we can do nice and easily in the wet. Provided that we can do it how I want to do it, and that is put it into the bin. Which I believe that we can. I need to double check. Because obviously I won't need a mixer wagon for that. I'll just put them straight into the bin. So, yeah. There's no other bales, no? I don't think so. Keep my eyes peeled. They do stand out on the horizon a little bit. But yeah, so that is something that we could do, is obviously the silage bale collecting if we can put it into the pit and put it into the wagon without using our own, because obviously we don't have a mixed wagon at the moment. So yeah. So we've got what, an hour? And then we're done for the day. I like this trailer. This machine. Yeah, these fields are going to take a long while. Might have to get a bigger plough. would like to be fair, because that plough's really not going to do a field like that. It's too big. I only want to take the tops off to uncover the stones, and then we'll just stone pick it. This guy's going to overtake now, right? Yeah. No, not yet. He's revving. Surprised he hasn't gone for the overtake yet. Oh, he's going now. Yep, there he goes. It's fine though, there was nothing wrong with that overtake. Right. This last one could just be dumped in this corner for now. Well, it could be literally dumped anywhere actually. That'll do. Right. Give this a good old pressure wash off. So it sits nice and tidy then. That's done. That was a pretty successful day. I mean, I judged that just about right. It's taken an entire day, which it did. So yeah, mega happy with that. I'm mega happy with that. Ow. Oh, because we've gone round. That'll do, lad, that'll do. Let's spark. Oh, hello. Lovely. Cool. Alright. Get this taken back. We won't get clobbered because obviously we can do that on the app. So that's fine. And then we're done for the day. Looks a lot cleaner now, doesn't it? Fine. We're done. Job is a good one, guys. So yeah, we'll dump this where it is. That's where it is. We'll dump this back in the collection point, and then tomorrow another day looms. Yeah, I might have to start sorting it from. At least then I know that I've done what I can do. So that'd be good. I can also take something back with me, probably the slurry spreader or the baler actually. That's only for silage. That was a ridiculously good deal of it, I believe. So yeah, I don't know why that. I parked that in the collection point, which is a bit stupid. Right, take that off. She's done. Drop her down. We'll start from the top, shall we? We have got some slurry, and I believe, by the looks of things, we can buy some slurry from the top. Saying that, I'm not sure if the BJ will offer some slurry for us. So obviously we can put some silage additive in here, which obviously would allow us to get more bales. So that's cool. Not sure we're going to actually utilise that on a contract or not. Potentially. chaff we can, which can be quite easy. Doesn't really matter anyway, because like I said, we'll use this. That's a lot of bales. Now we just need to get the hay to match and the size to match. It's alright though, isn't it? Put this actually over next to the baler. Both balers together, that'd be smart. The field work stuff ought to go into another shed really for now, but this should all be grass and hay related, not that we have much else at the moment. I could have jumped that way back. Take her off. Jobs are good. So we needed the electrics. I'll tell you what, today has been a ultimate and amazing success. So I'm really happy with that, guys. Can we fit her in the middle without crashing her? So that would be yes. A bit worried about the combine being on that main road, but it's been there for the last few days without an issue. That is us done. Lovely stuff. Right, I hope you guys have all enjoyed. Go ahead and we'll shut the shutter, and we are done for the day. It's getting dark a bit early now, isn't it? Jeez, that is that is huge. Yeah, I don't think so somehow. One of them. Vehicle leasing costs, that's annoying. Right, yeah, we need to return that. How do we return? Wish I knew. Could go into the. This is a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? It's right there though, to be fair. So we will return that. Yes. Oh, it had already been taken out, but that was on the hourly rate. That makes. Oh no, it can't be. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another episode. Yeah, a lot. Very happy with today's episode. So yeah, happy days. Ta-da!